Hi everyone. In today's video, we are replacing the valve cover gasket on my buddy's 2006 Toyota Matrix. His car has been leaking engine oil through valve cover for a while now, and it made a big mess on his driveway. But don't worry, today we'll be replacing that gasket and fixing that issue. First of all, I removed the plastic engine cover using a 10mm socket. Now the cover is off, let me show you where the leak is. As you can see, it was kinda wet at the front, but it was really worst at the back. I started off by removing the coil connectors with a small flat head. I know I could squeeze on that tab and pull the connector, but there's a higher chance it might break. So I'm not gonna risk it. I'll be removing all of them like this. Now that's off, let's remove the ignition coils using a 10mm. There's two more 10mm holding the wiring harness. Let's get that too. And there was two vacuum hoses that I had to remove. Both of them were pretty tight, but I was able to get it with a little bit of penetrating fluid and a plier. After that, I started removing all the 10mm fasteners that was around the valve cover. And also I removed these small brackets that was attached to the wiring harness. After confirming that there's no more fasteners holding the valve cover, finally it's time to remove it. As you can see, I used a flathead and carefully pried the valve cover away. I thought the gasket had disappeared for a second, but it got stuck to the engine. Let's remove it. As you can see, this is supposed to be a soft, flexible rubber, but over time, the engine heat makes the rubber harden, turn it brittle, and it will crack. And it won't seal as it should. So that's why it's very important to address this issue as soon as you see it. Now we have removed every bit of old gasket. It's time to do a little bit of cleanup around the edge where the gasket was sitting. Honestly, this wasn't that bad, but I wiped it off anyways. I sprayed some brake clean and wiped off the valve cover as well. Now we have everything ready to go. It's time to install the new gasket. Since I didn't buy the gasket from the dealer, I'll be putting a thin layer of RTV around the valve cover, just to make sure the gasket stays in place when I put the valve cover back on. Again, this is not necessary, but it gives me a peace of mind. Alright, let's get the new gasket unpacked and seated in. After installing the gasket, I ran into an issue where the gasket wouldn't sit in the groove. It kept popping up, especially in the corner. I know I should have bought the gasket from the dealer, but it was a special order and we didn't have time to wait. So we bought this crap from one of our local parts store. I ended up using a small amount of rubber adhesive in the corners so I can glue the gasket in place. I really wish I could go back in time and buy this gasket from Toyota. Unfortunately, we are out of options because it's a Sunday and pretty much everybody is closed. Anyways, let's continue with the install. Now I'm replacing the two seal washers that were on the two bolts located in the middle. Got the new one on. By the way, if you are wondering, it came with the gasket kit.
Start camera, miskin.
I almost forgot to mention one more important thing. Before installing the valve cover, you need to apply some RTV where the timing cover meets the cylinder head. If you don't do it, you run the risk of an oil leak from those two seams. After doing that, I carefully placed the valve cover back on and started bolting. After running the bolts in, I used the ratchet to tighten them up. After tightening up the valve cover, I installed the ignition coil. Now connecting the vacuum hoses back on. Yeah, just like that, we are done. Thank you guys for watching. Please give me a follow on Facebook because I've been trying to gain 1,000 followers for a while now. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye now.